Hi, it's Neva from Manic Mama Musings, and this is Mental Health Monday. Um, I have the summer blues. The song of the day today is Ain't No Cure for the Summertime Blues because I have the summertime blues. I realize that I'm sad that I can't be out doing summer stuff because I get too hot and I feel sick. I've been out in the heat that one day on Saturday. I have been tired and exhausted and sick feeling. Didn't get a rash though, so that's a plus. I'm happy about that, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I have just felt yuck ever since Saturday. Makes me sad because I used to be a huge summer person. Like when I was a kid, I was outside all day catching critters and playing in the dirt and riding my bike and running. They alternated cotton and sunflowers every year behind this one house we lived in, and when it was sunflowers I went running through the sunflower field. Maybe that's why I love sunflowers so much. It's a memory from my childhood. I'd go hide in the sunflower field. It was so much fun. I can't just be sitting there. The other day I wish that I would have recorded some of the border town days for y'all, but I didn't want to get too overheated, and as it was I did just sitting there. So yeah, that makes me sad. So summertime blues, y'all. I never really understood it until I got older and broken out in a rash because I got in the sun and I got sad. And it doesn't help that my mom passed away on August 5th. You know, this will be 3 years. And so that part I do dread. I know I should be happy she's not suffering, and I am, but that doesn't stop me from missing her. She was my very best friend. So the 5th, I'll probably do a tribute to her. But yeah, I decided to do Vlogust this year because maybe that would help me. Um, I don't know, just maybe help me with my summertime blues a little bit. So Vlogust, the first Vlogust video was one of my Speaking My Truths. It was part of the Border Town Days. I showed y'all. LJ did like do little videos of some of the booths. And then today was the garden video because that's summer. And who knows what I'll come up with tomorrow. But at least it'll give me something positive to look forward for every day of August. And of course, like the 19th is my sister Donna's birthday. The 24th was my niece Delilah, the one that passed. That was her birthday. And August 23rd is my future son-in-law's birthday. And so I'm sure we'll do some fun stuff. And I think these days off LJ has, one of them we're going to go and cook out with Priscilla, and it'll be the days, it'll be our anniversary is the 4th, and my mom passed on the 5th. So maybe we'll do family night on the 5th. But just trying to say that I know a lot of people who have seasonal affective disorder. I think that's what it's called. I told you I'm not a professional and I forget the names of some things, but I used to think it was just winter, like, because that's when I got affected the worst, was because I knew my body was going to be hurting, and Christmas was not a happy time in my household, and I knew January was coming, and that's when my dad passed. And so winter was not my time. And it still isn't really because I hurt really bad. But summer, since I just, since it makes me so miserable, I think what I'm trying to tell you is when because after a while, there's certain times a year or certain things that make you really depressed. Try to think of a way to break that sadness. It's not going to go away all the way. It's just there. But like me, I decided to do Vlogust because I do like talking to y'all, and me looking for things to be positive about. That's a good thing because it detours my mind. Like, oh, well, what can I do today that would be fun? My garden made me so very happy this morning, like seeing the flowers and how big my pumpkin has gotten and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. And there is a YouTuber that could really use prayers. and that is Crochet Rocks. Tracy from Crochet Rocks. She's the one that inspired me to, like, I watched her and thought maybe I could do that. So she's the reason I started my YouTube channel. So if you like me, you can thank her, and if you don't like my videos, well, don't be mean to her. But I'm not gonna say why we need to pray for her. You go watch her videos. Go watch her, um, and you'll know. But she could use our prayers and our positive thoughts and energy sent her way. Um, and then there's my beautiful friend Linda, just a crochet sister. Um, y'all, I love her a lot, and she needs prayers. I think the world of her. She's just so spunky. Me and my grandma didn't get along, and not that my grandma. Linda's not like my grandma in a lot of ways, and that's good. But there's just something about her spunk that makes me think of my grandma. And the spunk part is a good thing, being spunky. Um, I love her. And as a personal favor to me, I would like it if you would pray for her. I don't know if y'all know, but she's an angel. Just saying. I believe Linda is one of those. I believed this about my mom, that she was one of those people that God put on this earth that was an angel without wings. And I feel the same way about Linda. Sorry, I'm crying. And one more person, and I know this is supposed to be a mental health video, but there's some people that could use some prayers that are just, I don't know, they're on my heart tonight for whatever reason, and I'm alone here in the house, so can't nobody say, are you okay? And my dog that usually freaks out when I cry, she's asleep, so it's time to talk about it. And one more person that could use prayers is Ashley from Stitching It Easy. I will link all three of them down below. If you would like to know why they need prayers, then go watch some of their videos. I'm not quite sure if Linda has said anything really on her channel. I can't remember, because her and I talk. We text, and so I can't remember if she told me or if because I do watch her videos, but I get things mixed up if you know what I mean? But Ashley has talked about it some, and Tracy, I believe, has talked about it. And so, if those three people right now, I really feel like need some prayers. And um and my subscribers, when you tell me something's wrong, I do pray for you. If you want me to ask other people to pray for you, I will. um I just feel like with Linda and them, they've said on their videos, and Linda's just an angel. And so, they've already, here we go again. um they've already kind of made it public. They've talked about it. I don't like to divulge anyone else's stuff um if they haven't talked about it. But if you would want other people to pray for you, I will happily mention you. I've got a few people that want to do the postcard swap, and I think that will be a real big pick me up. So I'm going to go postcard shopping with LJ this week. So I'm looking forward to that, because I love to get just even cards. Like, I love Happy Mail, guys, and it can just be a postcard that says thinking of you, or this postcard made me think of you, or whatever. I don't have a public address because I don't have a PO box. But if you would like my address, so we can do a postcard swap, email me. I have gotten some of y'all's emails, and I will respond to you. I just need to catch up on stuff. I kind of fell behind trying to do things for the craft fair. Now I need to sit down and answer my emails. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the postcard swap. That was another thing I wanted to start to maybe like lighten summer up for me. I crave the fall. That's just my favorite. I love Halloween. Thanks, my twins were born on Thanksgiving, which it always falls on a different date every year. It's always a Thursday, but a different date. But yes, they were born on Thanksgiving, and so that's a good memory for me. And so I just crave fall. I I can't say that oranges and stuff are my favorite colors, but seeing those colors, fall colors all together, make me happy. Um, and honestly, I love all colors now. It used to be that I loved purple as a teenager. Well, okay, I loved purple and I loved wearing dark colors as a teenager. And then I was all for the blues, baby blue especially. And now I gravitate towards, I love teal and coral. That's my favorite color combination. Those two are. And then but I love the rainbow. Like I love all colors. There's certain shades of green that I don't love, but I like them in certain, if they go with something, then I like combining them. I'm not an army green person, but army green goes pretty with some things. Does that make sense? So yeah, I am. I am. I think that is why I started the Halloween hunting too, because summer's hard for me. So if I start like looking for Halloween stuff, because Halloween stuff makes me happy. In case y'all haven't figured it out, I'm sure you have. And so, yeah, the reading to you guys out of Sherlock Holmes makes me very happy. I had video difficulties yesterday, so that's why it didn't post until today, because I actually read it yesterday. That was a frustration and a half. Long story about that one. I even told my friend Karen, who's one of my subscribers, that I was gonna upload the 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 chapter of Sherlock Holmes I read, and then it didn't happen. So I gotta tell her it got posted today. But yeah, if there's certain seasons, whether it be because of a family member or just the way that time of year makes you feel. Like me, I used to love summer, but my mom passed in the summer and I get so sick feeling and I can't cook, which is one of my happy places. You know what I mean? So try to find some happies. Um, Tomorrow, my vlogist is going to be a list of July happies that I had. I've decided I'm going to, after each month is over, I'm going to have a list of things that made me happy that month and read them off to you guys. And I would love to hear y'all's, but that's for tomorrow. That'll be in tomorrow's Speaking My Truth video. So be watching for that. That'll be the vlogist video probably, because that is summer. July is summer. And so yeah. I got a little discouraged about the craft fair because stuff didn't sell, and not because I didn't do a good job, but that's kind of how it makes me feel. Nobody really wanted handmade stuff. My friend is a wonderful sewer, seamstress. What do you call it? She sews. Sewist. Is that it? I don't know. Um, she makes beautiful baby blankets and burp rags and just awesome stuff. And she didn't sell anything. They were not looking for handmade stuff, because at our craft fairs, unfortunately, we don't ever have one that's just crafts. We have Scentsy representatives, paparazzi representatives. We, at one of them that I go to, there's people with antiques. Um, we did have a rescue next to me that did very well raising money, and I'm glad, because they're trying to raise money to help make our animal shelter a no-kill shelter, and I love that. So I am going to try to make some things for them to raffle, and some outfits for the dogs for them to take pictures of in. So if you're interested, I've got all that information. If you're interested in helping me out with that, I would love it. So yeah, uh I'm going to try to stay very busy this month, although it's only a few days before the anniversary of my mom's death. I'm still going to try to stay busy. And I try my very hardest always to stay positive, but it doesn't always happen. So we'll play it by ear. And August 5th, if I'm doing badly, I will sleep and just relax and just be. So we shall see what comes. But I can't believe it's already August 2nd, y'all. Like, August snuck up on me. Did it sneak up on y'all? Because I wasn't ready for the craft fair either. Like, I kept thinking, oh, I got plenty of time, and then bam, It was almost time for it. Like, I'm losing track of time real bad. It's kind of scaring me. Like Friday, I forgot it was Friday. Today, I didn't forget I had counseling, but that's because Rosario also had an appointment. By the way, mental health Monday, yes, I know, but update on my daughter. She went and saw the gynecologist. My oldest daughter took her so I could do my counseling today because she said I needed to talk to my therapist. I don't know if that's because she thinks I'm, you know, doing badly, or I think because she knows what time of year it is. But Rihanna took her, and he's going to up the dosage of something and keep her on the progesterone and see how it goes. And then she can only be on that like 2 or 3 months, and then he's gonna switch her to a different birth control that he thinks will be better for her. So fingers crossed that goes well. She sees him at the end of the month, so that was a happy, that was a good thing that happened. So that's my bright spot of today, was that he's, I was kind of iffy on him, but um I still wish she'd do an ultrasound or something, but right now she's doing okay. And so as long as we're not running back to the emergency room, I'm going to try to believe that he's going to do the best for her. When it's your kids, you worry more than you do about yourself. And so that was kind of the thing. My oldest daughter went to the doctor today and got refills on her meds because she'd been without them. And she's on metformin for blood sugar, and she's on blood pressure medicine. And so, dang it, um, I was getting a little, so that was a good thing. That was another bright spot today, that she went this morning, and then she came back and she took Rosario. So I'm very blessed that I have a daughter that tries to help us out. I'm thankful for her. And her appointment went well, and she talked to the doctor about something for her anxiety, because this new job, she loves it and she doesn't want to mess it up by having a breakdown. And that's not what happened with the last job, but her nerves did get pretty rattled. But she had a man yelling in her face, so um I don't foresee that happening, and even a pill isn't going to stop her from freaking out. But she's just nervous about the new job. She feels like she's not doing good enough, and I know it's just because that's who she is. So she gave her something that's not a narcotic. I'm actually on it, and it's used for a lot of things. It's a antihistamine, and it does help me. I took it before I went to Faro the other day because I knew I'd be stressing out, and it doesn't make you all like zombified, but it helps calm it. When I have a panic attack, my heart gets kind of racy and stuff, and it's not like that with this medicine. Like, it kind of keeps me kind of chill. Like, I'm still not 100% zombied out, which is kind of what I wish I could be when I'm in an anxious situation sometimes. But I do know those meds are not good for me. There's always medicinal marijuana, but I needed to be able to count money, and I needed to be able to count money, and I needed to be able to think clearly. So yeah, and if I would have eaten an edible, I would have been asleep through the whole thing because I was tired. So I couldn't do that. So that the hydroxyzine came in handy. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking. So anyway, if anyone's ever curious about like some anxiety meds that are not narcotics, I do take hydroxyzine. You might ask your doctor about it, because I had been on Xanax for 5 years. You're not supposed to be on anything like that for that long. They put my mom on it for her COPD, but that was because when she got anxious, when she couldn't breathe, she'd get anxious. Then when she got anxious, it made it even harder to breathe. So the Xanax kept her chill, and that's fine. But she was end stage COPD. If she got addicted, it's not like it was her. I mean, I don't mean to sound bad, but that's, what I mean. It was so that she could have quality for the as good a quality as she could for the rest of what she had of her life. But I was on Xanax for 5 years, and then the doctor took me off cold turkey. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I thought I was gonna die. And so now I hate to take narcotics unless it's absolutely necessary. I do not like to take them. I do not have an addictive personality except for cigarettes. I was addicted to cigarettes, and I can't say I'm not still, because sometimes I would light up if I didn't have that image of my mom. That's the only thing that stops me, is that image. it stops me from smoking again. Um, but it's a really hard thing to break. Smoking is, and that's the only. And so I that Xanax, I didn't think nothing about it. I took it because the doctor told me to take it. I was sick for like 2 weeks straight, thought I had the flu, and come to find out it was withdrawals. And so now I'm very picky about what kind of medications I get put on because I never want to feel like that again. That was awful. It was terrible. And so I'm on the hydroxyzine for my anxiety, and she put my daughter on it. My daughter sees the same doctor as I do, and she put her on it, and I'm hoping it helps her some because she really likes her job, but she's so nervous she's gonna mess up, and so hopefully it'll help her not get so anxious. And um, she's kind of nervous about the whole getting married. Like, not that she doesn't want to, but you know how it is when you take that big step. I've taken it a few times, so it really didn't phase me this last time with LJ. Sorry, it didn't. He was more nervous than I was because I'd already done it. I was like, well, it is what it is. I'm used to this. I it's whatever. But yeah. So maybe, and then on top of it, it's this time of year for her too. So I'm glad she did. And I've talked y'all's ears off. I hope I made some sense to y'all. If you have seasonal affective disorder in the summer, please reach out to me if you want. Um, and we can talk. Everybody has it for different reasons. A lot of times it's whatever. Like me, the heat makes me sick. Then on top of it, thinking about my mom. Winter time, it's because my bones ache so very, very bad. And my dad passed away in the winter. So I have fall and spring now. And spring, my allergies are so bad that I just want to sleep through spring. I don't hate spring. I just hate the allergy part of it. Like, I love the flowers and everything starting to, well, here in New Mexico, it doesn't get too green, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm happy for the new birds and the flowers and all that stuff. It just also means that my allergies will kick my hiney. But I don't hate spring. But summer and winter, I dread them. They and we don't have very long falls and springs. I want to live somewhere where it's almost always fall weather. If y'all know of a place, let me know because that's where I want to live. I love y'all. Um, I should have looked up the definition for seasonal affective disorder, um, but I didn't. So maybe in the next one I will. But yeah, ain't no cure for the summertime blues. That's the song of the day. I love y'all. Mwah.